Welcome to Beyond The Blacklights podcast. My name is Emanuele Millozzi and I'm a DJ producer and record label owner. Every week I interview insiders of the electronic music industry to talk about the scene from different perspectives, giving useful tips to the new generations. Welcome back to Beyond The Blacklights podcast. Our guest for this week is Andrea Signore. Very experienced and respected artist, he started DJing in 1996. Between 2005 and 2012, he produced many records and released on top labels like Planet Rhythm, Rotation and Primate. He got featured by Dave Clarke in the legendary Fabric London compilation and had collaboration with big names like Whebba and Olivier Giacomotto. After a break, he made his comeback in 2018, getting straight into business, releasing on top labels, techno labels like Tronic and Orange Recordings. Andrea, thank you very much for accepting my invitation. How are you doing?
I'm good. What about you?
Oh, I'm very good. Still in kind of a lockdown because I'm in Spain now. We slowly getting back to normal. I was supposed to be in Ibiza at this time, but things went differently. But I think all the world got the same problem. I think everybody in the world has some plans, but now they've been.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
But it will be okay.
Okay. I'm positive. So,
yes, no, we can be positive, yeah.
So as I was saying in the introduction, you basically had quite you released a lot of successful production in music between 2005 and then 2012, and then you have a break and then you have a comeback. Why
it was not really a break, but I will explain you in details.
You basically slow down. So I was wondering, maybe is the sound, is the music that changed? You didn't feel inspired?
Not really slowing down. No. In 2012, I was in a very special situation.
Okay, so something personal.
The music was changing a lot with the upcoming minimals and also tribal techno, excepting maybe in Spain, was mostly dead.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of big names began to make electro and stuff like that. And to be honest, it wasn't for me. I don't like to see some names, but back in the days in 2012, a lot of big names from now were making house of electro or of stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it was impossible. It is still impossible to produce something that I don't like.
Of course.
It's my point of view. I don't need music to live. It's a choice myself because I do several things here in my country. So I never had any obligations with the music. Music is basically just. Yeah, I will say it's not just for the fun, but I don't need it to live. That's important for me.
It's purely for passion.
Excuse me?
I mean, it's purely just for passion. You don't try to make any kind of outcomes from it.
It's a passion because I have a work who has a big dedication,
mm-hmm.
and I am father as well.
Of course.
And to be honest, when you see the big names and most of all the ex-big names, the life is not so easy for them.
Of course, touring DJ, they go hard time.
And almost for the moment, nobody can play, nobody can travel, nobody can anything. So I'm happy because I have no stress with the music. If the people like, that's good. If I earn money, that's good. If I don't, I don't care.
Well, that's when the best like things happen, isn't it? When you do it just for love of doing it, you're not trying to sell nothing, so you're just doing what you like, and I think that's when
that's why that's why I am like I am with the people. A lot of people told me, but you are so simple. You reply to everybody. I say it's normal because I don't really like that kind of artists who think they are big in the techno industry, accepting maybe 1, 2, 3 names. We are not famous. First of all, I am a big fan of music. I love Depeche Mode, for example. Dave Gahan is a god, but people from the techno industry are nothing if you have to compare.
Of course, you don't have the same kind of audience, of course, like numbers are different.
And we have to stay simple, we have to stay kind with the people. Sometimes when I reply, the people tell me, oh, thank you, that's so kind. No, it's just normal. You support me and I reply to you. It's normal. I don't understand that kind of things. People who don't reply, and I have to be honest, it's just impolite,
Yeah, no, I mean, if I can tell you, if I can add something about this concept, but basically what I see is basically like people like they could be in the position, or not replying. They are actually the most like, the most easygoing, and actually people that, they are not really in the position of feeling important. They are the ones that actually feel important. This is funny, but this is something I noticed myself.
That's also the mood of the social media. You follow me, but I don't follow you because I'm bigger. Bullshit. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
For me, the reality is in the music.
Of course.
I will say, I speak with everybody, write me, but I'm really proud that what I made in 2 years. One day I decided to change my names because I was sure to
start fresh.
Something fresh, something 100% new. And the music changed a lot.
Of course.
Even Techno, if you listen what I did, even with Whebba of Alone or with Olivier Giacomotto, it's very different. So anyway, as you told me, it was for fun, and I just decided 2 years ago, okay, if it works, that's good. If it don't work, I don't care. So no stress. And today I'm happy because I get a lot of requests.
It's definitely working. So like, let's keep it going.
So I'm happy. That's a good point.
I think as I said, I think like the same reason why you don't expect nothing like material, coming back from it. It's probably the reason why you got success, because you're just doing what you love, and I think that's very important. I think many people like miss it, like you were saying, there were many DJs that, in a certain time they were kind of changing style, and most of the time that happens because they try to follow the market, to be like to try, and that's that's when like it's music, but it doesn't have soul, so.
Yeah. I would say you have two big techno labels who try to start in the. I will not speak about the names, but I can tell you that some big labels, two big labels, began to make industrial stuff. And when you see what they sales now on Beatport, it's almost
completely
nothing.
Different, of course.
Because they try all the time to be like, yeah, I'm the first to go in. No. As my opinion, you have to do that. You have to do what you like.
Of course.
If you want to mix.
There is no rules. There are no rules actually. The more you.
A few years ago, that's how Latin techno began. The first who made that, it was Andrew McLaughlin with the track Love Story, but it was an accident. And it was in, it must be 2002, I think. Love Story from Andrew McLaughlin, and he made a mix between Latin techno, no, Latin vocals, so Latin music and techno. And this track was released on Bush Records when Bush was really a huge labels, and it started to be a worldwide success. But I'm sure the guy didn't expect that.
You were just scrolling some samples.
No,
No, but yeah, probably.
I think he was just loving what it does, because I love that guy. Because after that, you didn't see him anymore, because he was making what he loves. And when the Latin techno, everybody was beginning to make Latin techno after him. So I have a lot of examples, but one time again, I don't like to communicate names.
Mm-hmm.
It's an example.
Yeah. I mean, like maybe it was a happy accident, but yeah, I mean, this is how you always got to try to be different, because if you're trying to follow somebody else, you're always gonna get like second. You're never gonna get first. And so
to make what you like, but
of course.
That's my point.
I believe it's okay, like that obviously that your sound like evolve. Even either if you are an artist or you are a record label, of course, but like you should evolve because you're following what you like, and not because you're trying to follow, let's say, what's trendy and what other people are doing. I believe.
Yeah.
And so talking about like your music, like where does your music come from? What are your like influences, like from the past, from when you start, from now? What's the origin of your music?
I have an old story with electronic music, because I started as DJ like in '96.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, it was really different. You have to buy your records. It was really expensive, like 10 euros for just one track. Most of the big hits were most of the time out of stock when you came in the record store. It was a very good school, and I missed that time. And about the studio, before, you have to see several points. You have to see what you want to do. You have to see the technical way, because without technique, you make anything. And after that, the hardware and the stuff like that.
And there wasn't like tutorial on YouTube at that time, so
no. When I began, it doesn't exist.
It was harder to find information, and now
I am 40 years old, and when I began, there were no social media, no YouTubes.
That's what I'm saying.
No CD samples.
Nowadays
nothing.
It might look simple, but it wasn't like that.
Yeah, so you had to buy a computer like Atari just to have a sequencer, and after that, everything came from the MIDI. So from the synths on, from the Whedem computer, TR-909, 808 for the acid line, for the bass line, and stuff like that. And it was really difficult to make music. You had to be very patient. And today, in 2020, that's why labels are mostly exhausted to listen to demos. Some guys just download a crack of Ableton, of I don't know, maybe another program, but I know Ableton is very easy to crack. You download it on your computer.
It's more accessible.
Phone, and you begin to make music.
Yeah.
And you download a lot of samples for free. You download a lot of templates for free, and you begin to make music like this. But for me, it's just bullshit.
Let's say before it was harder, but that was like a filter. So like it was filtering people that really wanted to do it, and people that were just
Today, when I speak with big labels, because I am speaking with a lot of the best labels in the world, I didn't spoke with him, but for example, 2 days ago, Adam Bayer was listening to my last demo, so I was pretty happy because he was playing my tracks in 2002, 2003. Yeah,
okay.
He was, because in 2005, that's a part of my story. I sent the demo, so you had to send the CD with the post. I sent the demo in English. Yeah, you have to
That's great.
burn a CD with your computer of your track, and you have to send it on the address of the label with the post, because
Yeah,
WeTransfer doesn't exist,
of course.
and all of that stuff. It was impossible. And at that time, you had two big techno labels. So it was Intech from Carcox, and it still exists as Intech Digital.
Yeah.
But for me, it's not interesting at all to release on that label anymore. And you had Rotation from the event. Non-Rotation had all of the big names at that time. So I mean Adam Bayer, Ditwan, Samuel L. Sessions, Sharpside, Stanley Franson, The Advent, so Dave Angel. So it was unaccepted, but I was thinking, because all of my friends were sending stuff in Belgium, and I thought, okay, I don't want to work with the label in Belgium because everybody is making it. So I will try to Rotation, we never know. And I sent the first CD with 6 tracks, and they replied me through mails, and they say we got the demo, and we like the track, so please keep on sending. So it was a big point already, and I think a few months after, I find something new. It was making like including arpeggiator in the techno tracks. So I want one of the first who making it. That's why I'm laughing today when I see on YouTube that people's told of my last track, Distress, that I'm copying Victor Ruiz of Alex, what's his name, the other Brazilian. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But I told to the people, I'm making it since 2004. So in 2004, with all the respect I have for him, Victor Ruiz wasn't making music, he was beginning. So I don't think I was trying to copy anybody. You know, I was just feeling the track like that, and that's it. So in 2005, I continue my story. I sent a second CD, and he's seen it. So it was a label. I think the last release was like Adam Bayer and stuff like that, to a Sharpside. It was very popular at that time. And so I think I signed my contracts in February, and it was released like in end of October 2005. And 2 weeks after the release, my mailbox was full of booking requests. Full. I had to find a booking agency, and I have a lot of luck because they came in the same time.
That's a good problem to have, isn't it?
Yeah. So I was at that time with Control Artist Management, which doesn't exist anymore, but it was one of the bigger management company at that time, and I began till 2012 to travel all over the world. But I had the chance to sign on other big labels at that time, so Planet Rhythm, Monolith, Primate, and most of the big labels at that time. So it was huge. Traveling every Friday, every Saturday, sometimes the Sunday, but I never stopped my own work, ever. I always work from the Monday till the Friday, all the time, because you have to keep the feet on the ground. When you play in packed venue every week, you have to stay, the feet on the ground. You don't have to think that you are a star of shit like that. So I always continue to have a normal work, a normal life. I was really busy from the Monday till the Friday in the studio as well, because I was traveling in the weekend and I was working in the day. So I was working every day in studio, like from 6 p.m. till 10, 11, 12 p.m. And I had to wake up at 6 to go to my work in Brussels. So
Very busy
here's the
life.
story. Till 2012. So in 2012, like I was telling you in the beginning, the music changed and comes the minimal and the stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I was thinking, okay, this is not for me. And
You started
I
slowing
decided
down.
to put my career into some holes.
Mm-hmm.
I work a lot in the hip hop industry during 5 years.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but it's only making beats for singer. You know, it's very a different job, but it was really cool.
Yeah, it doesn't require you to touring. Basically, you can just produce.
Yeah, and
That's,
to be honest, I don't want to tour anymore.
Yeah, well, that's understandable.
Yeah, because
Especially if you got
touring
family.
touring is very cool, but the problem is the next. Um, Most of the people see the DJ on the social media ends up in front of a packed club, but they don't imagine it's just 1 hour, 1 hour 30 max, and you have to stay in the hotel, in the taxi, alone in a hotel 6, 7, 8 hours. You have to take 1, 2 planes. You don't have to miss your connection and stuff like that. So now, some people's place in foreign countries for I will
That's
not say how much, but
that's a
nothing.
very interesting like point of view like that you're giving us, because obviously you did it, so you know what it means. Because obviously like most of the producer, they produce because they like it, but obviously because they want to be touring, they want to go playing, and that's the dream of like most of
They
the
want to be
producers.
famous
They want to be, of
also, and
course.
to be like I told you, I don't care to be famous.
But yeah, but I mean, like, so everybody thinks, like that, it's gonna be so cool. But I think, like, of course, it's cool, but life gets harder, and hearing it from you like that confirms, like, confirm this thing, because obviously it looks cool and it is cool, but life gets much harder because you can, like jet lag, you can't rest, and then obviously if you wanna carry on touring, you need to carry on producing music, and that's gonna be hard.
You know, I travel like 7 years, so I know what it is. And each time somebody comes to me to say, "Wow, I love your music. I want to have us in our country," how much I ask you? And the people is accepting I come from nothing. And I said to the guy, if I come, it's that price minimum because I have a career, a long time career. Okay, my name is not so famous because I stopped. I stopped like we talked
Yeah,
together. But I don't care.
of course.
Um, you know, I have a lot of working here in the studio. So if I leave the weekend, it must be for a good venue,
Has to
and
be worth it.
must be for a reasonable price
Yeah.
and not come to play with us for free, for example. And I know some young kids are accepting that fact, but I'm 40, I don't need money at all. I will never do that. Never.
Of course, and yeah, yeah. Also, like, because obviously, people like they are producing and they go like daytime job. Like they think that when they're gonna start touring, like that's gonna be kind of like
It's
that's
finished.
yes, but
It's
it's not
finished.
like that
That
because
time is
because
finished. That time,
yeah, because
if
you think
if there are young producer
yeah.
we are watching the videos or listening to the podcast, they have to forget that.
Yeah,
It's
because
it's
maybe they
not.
think like they're gonna have more time if they're touring DJs. They're gonna have more time for producing, but it's not like that. You probably have more time from producing if you got daytime job than if you are touring. So this is a really good like insight, like for
You
people
have to
listening.
know something. 10 years ago, if a DJ wanted to play your music, he had to buy the vinyl. So on the vinyl, if on the contract the label said, okay, we press like 10,000 on 10,000 and the sales price was €10 and you get 10%, so €1. So it was €10,000 for one release.
Yeah,
I'm not scared to tell it. In 2 years, so between June 2018 and now,
Yeah.
I don't know how much release I did, but a lot. I don't know.
But digital is
Because
different.
I'm working very fast because now it's so easy with the software we have in 2010. I think it's really easy to produce.
Of course.
I don't know if you know my track Homnia.
Yeah, yeah.
I did it in a few hours.
That's good.
So basically, when you don't win money, you can pay your bills, so you can live.
Now, of course, this is why people want to tour, because nowadays in the digital era, like music itself is worth basically nothing. But obviously, it's what you need to be booked. This is what everybody wants. Before it was different. There was money in the music.
You have to imagine with the corona,
yeah,
a lot
of course.
people we close.
That's a big problem now.
A lot of promoters will stop because
everybody stopped.
For the moment, yeah, but I speak after.
Oh, yeah?
After we will have a financial crisis.
Yeah.
Like you had in Spain in 2010.
Yeah.
Because I remember to play in 2010 in Spain in empty clubs, empty, like two, 3, 4, 5 people, with the promoters crying, you know? I saw that in Spain already. I'll tell you that because you come from Spain.
Yeah, no, I'm from Italy. I live in Spain now. I'm from Italy. But yeah, it was the same in Italy as well. It was the same.
But in Italy, it was the same
as
well.
Yeah, the same period. Yeah.
I think the corona will be... I don't think it will be like
I think everybody was relying obviously on live show, performing live, as their main income. They are, of course, they need to reinvent something because now they are in big troubles. So we were talking about obviously your vinyls and how it was when you produced vinyls and how is it now. Obviously there are huge differences, but now I'll make you one cheeky question. Was it better before in the vinyl era, or is it better now in the digital era?
Yeah, no. Today for me it's just bullshit. because when you was playing vinyl, it was good for the industry because there was money for the producer, there was money for a lot of people who were working around, making the distribution, making the cover, and a lot of specialized shop as well. So that's the financial point. On the financial point, it was possible to live from the music. It was possible to open a shop specialized in the sales of vinyls. Yeah. No, you can't do that. You cannot say, okay,
you can't
open and sell MP3.
No. You cannot live like just producing music.
That's why I think vinyl is better. I'm not against the progress of the technology, but a lot of people sometimes, on internet, you don't understand the evolutions. I understand the evolution maybe better than a lot of people because I have a job with link with economy and law. So after that, but that's not the most important things. And so it is the financial. But about the DJ, it was impossible to cheat. Impossible. When you had 2 or 3 techniques and you had to play on turntables, it was impossible to cheat with BPM.
Of course. You mean about the skills, like making?
Yeah, you had to be skills. You had to train. I had to train like 4 or 5 years before being able to play on 3 decks, scratching and stuff like that. Now, and I'm laughing where some people try to make like vinyl podcast of vinyl show on internet during the confinement. I'm laughing because last time I was playing in a venue and the girl told me, oh, I would love to learn to play on vinyl because I can't. And I thought it was funny, because a lot of people know what they do. To be simple, they use the warp section of Ableton. So they put all of the MP3 they buy on Beatport or whatever, or if they download illegally. It's not important. They work at the same BPM. So it means when they play, or when they play live, they don't have to touch the pitch, They don't have to. And it's the same thing with the people who are playing with a computer. They don't have to be skilled. They just have to learn the basics. So I can work with a controller, and I have to respect
So you don't think
section,
maybe
the music.
you don't think maybe this is a different kind of skill, maybe because it's
No,
something.
no. It's like boxing,
Mm-hmm.
because it's my other passion, boxing.
Okay.
It's like, even in a whole life, it's impossible to learn everything. So it is like boxing. You have two peoples who are in the ring,
Yeah.
and they don't fight anymore. They just play with PlayStations, and you have like two people on the ring. It's the same.
But
It's the same.
there are people that say that the most important thing is it basically is the music selection. Then, however, I think I heard this saying from Carl Cox as well. That basically, obviously, the people dancing, they don't really care if you're playing from vinyls, if you play on CDs, if you play,
Absolutely.
what matters is do you make them dance.
I agree. They don't care, but listen to that. There are a lot of people I know personally who are really skilled as hell, who are awesome DJs, awesome, maybe better than I, and they don't play at all. They stopped because now you have too much people, and now people want to see a naked girl. It's an example.
Oh yeah.
But they prefer to see a naked girl unable to play as a DJ and would just play music random. I don't know. That, like me, my God is Ben Sims.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because each time I saw Ben Sims live, even if he was tired of something, I had the chance to play with him, I think 3 times.
Yeah.
Each time he played after me, I was running outside the club because he was too strong. When you are looking to Ben Sims playing on vinyls, it was a show. It is a show because he's still able to do it. It's a show. And I respect, when I see for the moment with the situation in the world, I check a lot of sets, as a lot of DJ. And what I see as artist,
Yeah.
and as old school DJ, old school artist, I see that a lot of big names now, new big names, newcomers, they don't touch the pitch anymore. They don't touch.
Yeah,
So I think a lot of people will not agree with me, but this is my own feeling. And I'm sad when I see so much skilled DJ. They don't play. Nobody know them, because now you have to be young, you have to be beautiful, you have to be on the social media.
Social media, they play a big role now, of course, like your presence on social media. Yes.
There is nothing to make with the music. That's why I don't care to play anymore. People like my music. That's a very good thing. I'm really happy, and thanks to everybody for the support. It means a lot to me. But please, when I see a DJ, or when I check a DJ online, I see directly if it's cheat or not, because it's so easy to see that. But like you told and you were, it's true what you said. People doesn't see that, you know. Actually, they just want to listen good music, and if they can see a naked girl, it's even better.
Yeah,
Okay?
because I think nowadays we pro and cons, like obviously it's like production, the music you produce is much more important than the DJ you are. I think that what obviously what will like what reach success nowadays is the producer, I think, and not the DJ. DJ is just kind of consequence. Maybe like back 20 years ago the DJ was more.
No, because no. Listen, today you have a lot of beautiful people. I will not say beautiful girls. I will say beautiful people. When you have a big management, when you are beautiful, when you have somebody able to make picture of you every day, when you are 200% on Instagram,
You can create the character, basically.
Listen to me. You just need one guy like me who make you music.
Of course. Ghost producer, that's...
And that's how this business works today. It's very difficult as a single boy to come upstairs.
Yeah, to get noticed.
But 10 years ago, sorry, it was true for the girl, because I know Mistress Barbara, Gelson, Monica Cruz.
Yeah.
They are awesome DJs, awesome producers, because I play with all of them. So you can't say they are fake because they are just awesome. When you see Barbara playing live for the moment on Facebook, you know she's see that directly. She's awesome. It's a true artist, and that's a little bit the problems. A lot of producers for the moment want to earn monies because they want to live from the music, and the only possibility is to sell people who have a big management. Sorry, but that's the truth. That's the big difference with 10 years ago. After that, people can't agree with me. That's okay, but that's my opinion.
No, I mean I agree with you. Like you can like, as you say, someone, you can have a ghost producer. You can create like your character. You can send like your video like going viral on social media, and this is like, I mean, obviously without making names, but I could make some example, of nowadays like big names that came out of basically going viral on social media, and I mean, time changed, and this is the way it is, I think, and
time
we
changed,
like it or not,
but
yeah.
I have the liberty with my position in the Belgian society. I have the possibility to say what I think.
Of course.
Some people can't because
they depend on it. They depend on it.
No, they want to grow up. They want to have relationships with people, to play, I don't know. And to be honest, as a DJ, if somebody want to book me because he love my music, if it's a decent proposal, I will do it for pleasure. If it's not, I will not begin to say what he want that he want to listen, just to play in a party. Because I play, excepting Africa at that time, I play in more than 35 countries back in the days.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, if you check YouTube, you will see, you check under my true name, so Stefan Signore, not Andrea, and you will find a lot of old videos they made with the first telephone with a camera. So the quality is really
it's
awful.
bad, yeah.
But it will show you what it was. And Okay, so I mean, tomorrow, if our Awakenings call me, for sure I will go. But we will see.
You got,
Like I
yeah,
told you,
you
I don't
can
have
be
any stress
selective.
about
Yeah,
that.
you don't have to accept nothing, any compromise that you don't like. You can be selective. And
It's not a question of being selective, but like I told you,
yeah,
um, it's simple.
yeah,
I
you
have a
don't have to do
family.
nothing that you don't want to do, basically.
No, but I am 40. That's the
Of
difference. I
course.
have children, you know. Um, if I don't think it's interesting for me to do something, I will not do it.
And so, like, because obviously, you're obviously you reached success like back like in 2005 between 2005 and 2012, and your music now is being like appreciated. So now as well. So that means obviously you understand like both like eras. So like if you have like to give like a tip, yeah, a suggestion to like newcomers, like younger artists, somebody who's starting out now producing music, obviously knowing, you know, like all the knowledge you have, it's been proven that you know you got understanding of the matter. What's the best like suggestion you can give to someone who's starting out now to reach success with his music?
Um, if I, it's what I say to the young producer who are speaking with me on social media already.
Mm-hmm.
So they just have to do it by passion, and they don't have to accept anything from that. I mean, they don't have to accept success, money, of what else. They don't have to work with passion and love for the music. And if something happens, that's awesome, but they don't have to wait after that. Because, and that's why I was explaining the difference with the good old days and today. And it will be even more the case after the Corona crisis because I think it will be possible to go in a club by end of this year, but it will be very difficult to pack the club and stuff like that. So I think the biggest name we play for less money. It will kill the newcomer, you know. A newcomer who asks, I don't know, €4,000, he will ask 400. And the big names who ask 25,000, 20,000, they will come for 50%, I think, because it will be difficult to pack the club. So I think we come in a kind of strange period. Um, yeah, for sure, where they will open the big clubs in Spain, like the Industrial Copera in Granada, the Fabric in Barcelona, and stuff like that, because I played there already back in the days. I think it will be packed in the beginning, but after, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong, but I hope. I
Well,
hope I'm
at
not.
the moment they are saying that they're gonna open, but basically you can't dance. So they're gonna have to use the dance floor to put like tables, and people can only drink in it. So this is how they open it now. So I don't think.
This is difficult for and imagine the little promoters of because the little promoters are really important. Without them, nobody can see the newcomers. There are a lot of newcomers. I think to I don't know my friends Bolster for Belgium, Murat Uğurlu from Turkey. Um, oh my God, I forget always his family name, and I speak with him every day.
Well, they
Uh,
are the starting point, obviously, for local DJs to get noticed.
I will say a coming producer.
Yeah.
There are a lot for the moment, a lot of good one that I love the music, and yeah, to be honest, it will be in the next months, maybe the next years, very difficult. So my advice, one time again, is to tell to all of the newcomers, do your music and just if you can get into the Beatport top hundreds regularly, like me now, you won everything. After that, if you get some other stuff, it's good for you. But don't accept to have a life like Charlotte DeWitt because of Enrico Sangiuliano, because it will never happen. Because even if I will speak about Enrico, I respect him a lot because he's one of the best for the moment. He's one of the most skilled and the best producer in the world. So I'm happy to see that one of the best of the new era is playing everywhere. I'm really happy to see that because if he don't play, nobody will play anymore. So I'm really happy to see that because I love what he does. Is the level can be higher when you listen to some old stuff on drum code from 2 years ago. It's awesome. So I would say to the young people, one time again, just try to get some levels in your home music and trying to reach decent levels. If you can do that, everything is win.
So you mean just focus on the music, everything that comes after is like a bonus. Don't focus on nothing more than making good music.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Now you know, with the technology of today, you have a lot of people who can try to make stuff and it happen because you can download a template. Some people does, and I saw that on internet and I was shocked. So they change the MIDI file. What's the MIDI file? The MIDI file is the composition,
Of
it's
course.
the notes
They
to
just
play
change the sounds.
Yeah. I can show you that on my computer.
But I mean, it can happen, but maybe, I don't think they can build a career on it, but of course it's more accessible.
No,
so...
but somebody with money can make a lot.
Of course.
Somebody with money can make a lot. Before it was not people.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Focus on making good music and hard work.
Yeah, just make music. Make music with love. If something happened, that's good for you. But as my humble opinion, there is less chance. And if nothing happened, you will be respected.
Yeah, because you did the hard
work. You will be respected. To be honest, if I have to choose, if I have to choose between being respected by the peoples from the industry, from the era, and playing everywhere in the world, I prefer to be respected.
Respect, yeah.
But it's only my point of view because it's a kind of purist view, And I know that a lot of young people has a lot of difficulty to understand that, but it's my point of view, and I will never change.
Yeah, of course, I think obviously if you are respected, then you're gonna be successful as well. Because if you're respected by the people in the industry, like something good will happen as a consequence. So yeah,
I have a story. I have a story about that. I was playing last year for the Amsterdam Dance event, and I had at that time some personal, very, very, very difficult personal problems, and I was about to stop again because I wasn't seeing a good issue to put so much energy into the music. And just after the Amsterdam Dance event, Omnia came up on Orange Recordings.
Yeah.
It came up the 1st of October 2019. So it's like 8 months ago. And today, you can check Beatport's hype, the hype chart, not the main, but the hype. It's still 44, in the 44th place. It came at the 4th place of the main techno charts with all of the big names. I mean, you make all of the drum code roadster and people like that. And I was between everybody, but not for 1 week. It stayed like 4 months. I never expect that. You know, it made music magic because I wasn't accepting that stuff. So if you want that, I tell you something that I told to nobody online.
Okay.
For me, Omnia, who is my most successful track, I was telling to the label, yeah, for me, the label was asking to a track for the B-sides, one more track for the B-side. And I made Omnia like in 2 times 4 hours, very quickly. And I sent it to the labels and I said, okay, it's the B-side. I think it's the B-side. He told me, the B-side, are you crazy? It's A1, it's A-side. I said, no, it's B-side. It's simple, it's straight. I don't like it. He said, man, you are crazy. Let's go for the A-side. And after that, when it came up, whoa, directly, it was in the top 10 very, very quickly.
Yeah, I mean,
And
if
now
you've been there 8
everybody
months,
speak about that track. So
people like
that's why
it.
we
So.
decided to make a remix pack. We will be available from Friday, still on Orange Recordings with 2 remixes. The one from Borstel from Belgium, and the second remix from one of my favorite ever producer. He's from Spain. It's David Grana.
Okay.
He's awesome. Awesome. I love him. Really. He's one of the most skilled producers of the scene actually. Really.
That's great. That's great. I mean, if he's been in the chart for so long, that means like...
One time again, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm just happy that
you must be happy.
No, it's not. I don't do that. I do that for the people. I'm happy to have the 2 good names as remixers. But
you're happy to release good music.
Happy to do it. After that, if it's the charts, okay. To be honest, Distress is in the charts as well. It's 29, I think, still 29. It was released on the Spartak label.
Yeah.
We held, so it was released the 1st of May, if I good remember. It's still 29 on the main Techno Beatport chart, so it's good. Actually, you know, you get, when you are in the Beatport chart, you get some points. And you have to go on another website. It's called Bitstat.
Yeah.
And at Bitstat, I am in the world 45.
That's very good.
Yeah. Between a lot of big names, I would say when you reach the 40 place, there are only big names. So it's awesome. It's less than, in 2 years, I would say, because we're in June, so I would say it's 2 years already. I think it's unaccepted. I'm happy. I'm just happy. But one time again, it's not for the money. It's not for the success.
And I 100% agree with you on this. Obviously, you just do it because for love, for passion, and this is why this is successful. So yeah, that's great. And thank you very much. We've been almost 1 hour, and it's been like very, very interesting talking with you. And I think obviously, I think many other people we find a lot of useful information and tips in this chat. So thank you very much for accepting and for doing this interview and sharing obviously your knowledge with all of us. And yeah, let's let's keep it up, making good music. And thank you very much. We're gonna speak soon. We're gonna hear from you.
Pleasure. And as last word, I just want to wish good luck to all of the people who want to reach the top. If everybody can succeed, I'm happy. That's important.
That's a very great mindset. You try, because a lot of people trying to bring like competitor down, but I think like success comes when you try to help other people to be successful. So
yeah,
that's great.
When I see somebody going on a big label, or when somebody asks me the personal mail of a big label, I give it, because it's not a competition, it's a passion.
Absolutely. That's a great mindset. Thank you very much once again, Andrea. Thank you.
Yeah.
Speak soon. Thank you very much. Bye bye.